Hey, 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 it's another day and night. So, guys, I took another trade here at the very bottom of this lower VWAP band. Um, took a few losses, got a few wins, and basically, what I think is going to happen tonight is you see this range, this area where we started like this, boom, boom, and then we did 1, 2, 3 pumps. So as of right now, this chart could potentially maybe do something like this. This zone, it could come to hold, bounce, okay, and get back into this area so we can get our real sell. Okay, for some reason, this could be a good, sell area, but we'll have to see when we come back into this zone if we're gonna reject and keep coming down, or if we're gonna power through and get back into this range and potentially into here for our A1 sell. Okay, so basically the trade that I'm trying to do now is from here to a good rejection around here. Okay, middle VWAP. Because look, we finally broke down under middle VWAP. Okay. And then this is the part where we can come up and bounce real quick, or we can drain all the way down here and then do that power bounce. Boom! Right there. Okay, so one of those is going to happen. And you can even do something like that if you want, because it could even go stop those out and then bounce right there and then really power up. And if that happens, like I could even walk away and do something like this. Like if I didn't want to sit here and look at everything, since I already have my zones mapped out, you could just go just like that. Boom. Okay, and I could just walk away and not even worry about nothing and know that those are my areas that will most likely make me money. Most likely. Glory to God. Thank you, Jesus, for the opportunity to do this and to know some of these levels. It's very cool, to say the least. But that's kind of what I'm looking for. It's looking like we may just get this rejection right here, is what I'm kind of seeing. And not fully get this VWAP rejection right now. I just don't think it's coming. I have a feeling we're just going to shoot back down pretty quickly and not get here yet. But I could be wrong, and I've been wrong many times. But I just wanted to take that real quick, just in case. Just in case. Yeah, if we do get a hard rejection here and we get down here pretty quickly, I will start to look for a short. Like if we can't get above this 21 right now. Okay. Which is looking like it. But we'll see. We gotta wait. You gotta wait to see. Got to wait. I got to wait. Okay, but this is what I was thinking it was, gonna do. I actually thought it was gonna stop right here, actually, this one. I just wanted to get out. Get out. Yep. That's pretty good. Little dump right there. Now what we want to see this thing do is make another green candle on this side. And the wick Okay, we want the wick, this wick, to stop like right around here and come back down and go longer than this candle right here. Okay, that's kind of what we want to do. And you can even do something like that where we put a cell here like that. Because if this trade happens, see, if you look, we got that little M finally, like boom, W, but then here's that M shape. Okay, that's a good little shape to get a good move down, at least down into here. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to see is going to happen. And it looks like it is because look, look how fast. See how fast all of a sudden this line is getting so steep, so fast, so quick. Like all of a sudden, like we were cool going sideways, and now it's like, whoosh. So around this area here would be a good area for it to go and kind of hopefully stop like around here. Preferably, we want it underneath this blue line. Okay, anywhere around halfway is perfect. And then if we get this green candle to stop right here, we could get this little flush into here. And all this, like I want y'all guys to know this. This is very important. Like all this little slush or whatever, once we break here, which we did, and we can't get back up, okay, this is where we get this. All these little things, don't worry about that. Just look at this as a whole. This whole range. This is a whole range. All this is one. This is unified shapes. Yeah, let's do a square shape. This is all unified in here. This is a family. Okay. So, with that being said, let's see if that green candlestick formed. Oh, that was it. Oh man, I'm too busy yapping. And I'm missing the. Did you see that? I don't know if you guys seen that, but there was just a hard rejection right here that I kind of seen at the corner of my eye. And I feel like that's all that's getting potentially. Those lines are just really pointing down a lot. Here, let me delete this. But anyway, so that's the family, guys. Okay, let me move that to there. Okay, now what we want this thing to do is not even to cross this line now, okay, and just shoot down. Because that's what we want right there. That is what we want for the night trade, yo. Man, I don't know why that song came to my head, but it's an old song. I don't want to say it. It's probably a bad song. I mean, it's not bad. It's not like the bad rap music they make today. That's freaking terror. It's not even music, but anyways, not here to hate on rap music. I like rap music actually, but yeah. Some is good when you're working out. Not too bad, I guess, but I feel guilty listening to it. You know, especially all the curse words in there these days. It's just it's a little much. Okay. Anyways, however, this is for entertainment purposes only. Past results don't reflect future performance or whatever. Don't sue me, bro. Shout out, meet Kevin. Bro. Okay. Anyway, so this is night trade. This is what it likes to do. It just likes to do all this. I think that's the annoying part about night trade. You know, since I'm in this trade, like I might as well just go be in it. Boom. All right, we're in it. Let's just end it. We're in it. We're ready. We're ready, man. We're ready. So what I'm doing now is again just risk management. Okay, I noticed that this candlestick is starting to puff up like it's pretty powerful, and so maybe I want to give it some room to have a real rejection here at the VWAP. Because if that's the case, if we get this full rejection right here now, okay, and probably a little bit later again, in the future possibly, that's what, I wouldn't mind being a part of that trade where we go here to here, reject, and then down into here. Get the power, okay? Get the boa, and then come up into here, and then really have our sell-off right here. This is the sell-off zone, and I feel like price still needs to get there to here, okay? Could it get there now and do it? Yeah, it could. It could, but then you know what? I'll get stopped out here, let this thing fly up and keep going, and then we'll wait. After that, then you gotta wait. You don't want to get in another trade. Then you'll wait for this next trade to happen. Okay. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. So, yeah, these little candles up here like that, I don't like that. I don't like that. And another thing to recognize is the closer that these lines are together, the easier it is for this candlesticks to fall through them. The more they're spread out, the harder it is. But in my book, these are still kind of pretty close together, but all these three like act as one pretty much. So it's like you don't, you wick up here and then come down, it's cool. But the minute you start, you wick past here, it's like this better hold right here. This is, pretty strong place right here. Why? Because you have the middle price and then you have the VWAP, and the VWAP is coming like it wants to cross over the middle VWAP and then keep coming down here to cross over the 200. Because when that happens, then yeah, it's on. It's on. It's on. It's on. Let me get that. Please, sir. Okay. I like 75. For some reason, 75 like seems to be cool. Boom. 75. Now, okay, that's what we wanted to happen right there, and it happened. So now what we can do is deleverage. So the smart people deleverage. The more riskier people don't. And I always like to deleverage. I always like to at least just get a little something for something, and let the trade develop more. So now, see, by doing that, it's less risk. Okay, I get this little bit of whatever it was, and then I have lowered my price or my break-even price, and I can really let this trade play out now. So I wanted to, and give this a little more breathing room just in case. Okay, and we can do something like maybe like that. Boom, I like that spot. Right above purple. There we go. Okay, now this was a clean rejection. Now remember what I was talking about right here, what I wanted this next green candle to do, and it didn't. It did a little baby one. And then if you know about the last video, we know about the babies. Okay, them little babies, how they react, them little baby candles. Shout out to my cousin Kamala. She loves to talk like that. Camelita. I miss my family. Okay, thank you, sir. Okay. Now, guys, we are in the battle zone. So I want y'all guys to notice this, okay? This is the little range, upper range within this range. So you got the upper range and then you got the total range. You know, this range is higher than this range, but it's still all one range. We want to break here this range so we can flush to, you know, the bottom part of this kind of range here. Okay. And we want to get buys here so we can power up to here. Okay. And then once we get to here, we want to get that sell back down under, like there, to middle VWAP, to this zone, to here, even into here. Okay. Like even into here. Could we get all the way back down here? Maybe. You know, you never know. We can get down here tonight. It's possible. You know, could we do a double bounce on the 50 again? I mean, we were just down here. I don't think, you know, we're going to get all the way down there tonight. Can we? Maybe. Who knows? You know, maybe there's something crazy that happens overnight or something. I don't know. However, I do think we're going to go lower tonight. I don't think we're going to get past this, too far past this zone. You know, if anything, we get to where this line is, or just before, sorry, like here, and then down. That's it. That's all that thing got, I think. But if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and these are the repercussions of being wrong. How much do you think that is? How much money? I don't know. I had to do the math. I don't think it's much though, but I'd have to do the math. If off the top of my head, just looking at this where we're at, maybe it, you know, it'll be negative like 500 or something. Maybe not. Maybe I'd be like negative 1 or 100. You know, maybe some of these things hit or these things hit or whatever, you know. Some don't. They mix and match. Okay, so now that we are wicking over here and getting back up into purple zone, this area is our last hope for this particular trade that I think could play out. And so basically what I'm playing right here, guys, just so you can see, is the sloping resistance trade. Okay, where this is the resistance here. Okay. And if we do get up into here, some, you know, maybe it wicks, you know, hopefully it doesn't wick me out. hate to get wicked out right there. And then it just comes. I mean, if you really wanted this, I think those are good spots though. But if you really wanted not to get worked out, I mean, you can always just put it right here, just in case. And then let it, what Price does is come wick, get that last wick, but then it still stays true to this pattern in this shape and then comes down. And then we get this flush from all the way down into here, if that makes sense. Okay. Night trading is a much, 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 much slower, more patient type of trade. And what I notice it normally does, okay, is it makes a range. And usually the range, okay, which if we count this range, this is the range. And then it breaks out of it, okay, which it looks like it's doing, like it's going to break out of it. And then if it fully breaks out of this whole family as a range, and then it will trend down. I think for sure we're going to trend down into this area tonight for sure. Okay. Could I be wrong? Yeah. And we can just hold above here the whole time. Maybe here, just not even, come. But I really think that we will get down here tonight. And so we'll see. I'm on these videos now, I'm 1 for 1, but I think overall my percentage is, maybe like 70-80% accurate on when I'm studying the market, like how I'm doing right now on predicting, movement overnight. Okay, because if we look at the big picture here, look at it. I mean, I think we've been running since like 10 a.m. this morning. So what's that? Yeah, 10 a.m., 10:10. We've been running all morning. Now we finally hitting some stops, okay? And it just, rebalances itself. Because remember, when these lines, they get so far apart from here, like they're really far. They always need to come back and they need to touch base. Like this is base. Okay. Just think of trading like tag. Okay. Like, okay, who's it? Who's it? Who's it? Boom, you're it. Okay. And then after, okay, all right, we found you. Okay. Now you have to go back to base and start over. Okay, who's it this time? Okay, who's it? Who's it? Who's it? Boom. I'm it. The Bears win. They're it. Okay. So you're always trying to figure who's it. Who's it? The Bulls or the Bears? Well, that depends on how price reacts to your key levels, your lines, all these lines that populate the screen are important for me when I trade. And a lot of other people, I think, maybe not all the moving averages and DOMs and VWAPs and all that gets confusing, but it really helps me. So, and I know where to find certain things by using them. And that's what I want to teach you guys, how to find these areas. And again, if I'm wrong on my trade, say I'm wrong on my trades, I know pretty quickly, like, oh shoot, I'm wrong. Boom, okay, I'm wrong. I'm out. And then you wait for the, next thing. Okay, some people, and I do this too sometimes, but some people are like, well, just wait and let it tell you what it's going to do. Yeah, you can do that too. That's fun. And I do that a lot of the times too and wait, especially if I don't have a good break down our idea of what's going on, I'll wait. Like if you don't know, wait. If you don't have a trade idea, just wait. If you don't recognize a pattern that you've seen in the past, wait. Wait. You know? And that's it, like these patterns and these things I trade because I recognize them. I just see like, okay, like this, this is a good area just to take profit, so I buy back my trade, I get out, I take my profit. I just didn't like this, I don't like this right here. This is what I didn't like right there. I just don't like that. I could have put a stop loss like right there and just let this thing play out. And probably I should have done that. Put my stop right there because at this point in time, it needs to flush. And if it doesn't, it's just going to go right back up there pretty quickly at this point in time. So when you talk about waiting, you could put a sell right here because if it does break there, you catch that momentum right down, right down. I mean, it could go and pop right back up, but usually at this point in time right here where we're at, like this is a crucial point in time. And so it's about to make a decision like, okay, where are we going? This rejection's good right there. That's a really good rejection. Makes me want to get back in. I do like that. That's a nice looking rejection. So let's get back in and then let me do this. Because if this is going to stay true, it shouldn't get past. It shouldn't get past there for real, but I mean, honestly, it shouldn't get past there. Yeah, it's just looking bullish. Doesn't look like we're going to get it. I don't like that. Man, I really don't want to get wicked out here. Come on. Just stay under these. Just stay under the 50 and I'm happy. And let's go. Let's just keep this thing going here, guys. Sheesh, leash. Okay, yeah, it's this little triangle right here. And I just feel like if it's going to come, it's not going to go higher than this. Could it still come up here and reject? Yeah, it could, but it can also just start to fly off the shelf here. We don't want that. And if it does, we just tag this one and then come back down. How many points is that? 25, 34, almost 10 points. Pretty much almost minus 0.25. So for every, For every point, for every full point, it's $20. So 5 points is 100. Wait, 5 points in 100. What am I talking about? 17. Yeah, it is. Sorry. I'm confused. Sheesh. Okay, so anyways, yeah, I overthought that. Yeah, that is looking like it wants to pop again. But again, as long as it's under this line, for sure it's going to come down. As long as we don't go past that red one right there. Okay. You know, I really love when this makes a baby candle and then just drops. But we didn't get it. We didn't get that baby. Not today, at least. But we can still get a nice drop as long as we don't get right here. We get above here. I mean, could it stop right here and come down? Yeah. But we would want it to go here, probably here now, like right there, and then come down. And we're just trying to get a good position for this trade, I guess, you know. Like a starting position, like a better starting position, I guess, is what you call it. You can call it. You know, you can get yeah, I think a better starting position for sure. Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, that's still nice right here. You know, this is good. This is bearish. We didn't even make it to the 50. I mean, I don't want to talk too soon, but I'm hoping now these candles become baby candles and we can get them, you know, to start making a move that we needed to. We like them little baby candles. Them little babies. And those long red ones we like too. We like those long red candles. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let it go. Flash it. Flash it. Flash it. Yeah, it look like it's gonna go. It look like it's gonna go. There it is. Ay caramba. Flush this. You know what? Man, we already been this straight 33 minutes, golly. We'll be taking so long. So long tonight to make its move. So it made its range, and now we're breaking out of its little range, but we're still in the total range. Okay, this is just the upper range. And then if we hold here, like I'm suspecting, and then we can make this perfect pattern that I'd love to see when we really reverse. It's you do this, you tell everyone, like, yeah, we're gonna dump, and you fake them out, and you go, you rip it right back up here, get all their stops, come into this zone, A1 sell zone, probably even into here. I mean, sometimes they like to squeeze this thing to 62, man. And then you have this diamond, like triangle, like down. And then when that happens and we get back under this blue line, Bree did the trade. That is the trade right there. Girl, boy, no you didn't. Get back down now. Yeah, I don't like to see that right there, not one bit. You come all the way right here and you just don't continue. Yeah, that's not cool. Hopefully we can start to see these lines like go start looking down. They don't. They're starting to curve upward a little. I don't like that. Need to hurry up and start getting them down. And even the 9, you see how it like boom, 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 like it's trying to make a W. I don't like that. The W. And then it's making a little baby candle there. Sheesh. Wow. Just go down already. Sheila. Guess it wanted to kiss the purple line too. Like, no, we need to kiss every line before we go down. Every single one, which is fine. I mean, sometimes, hopefully you don't want to come back and kiss this red one. He needs to tell everybody goodbye. Hey guys, you want to come? I'm leaving. Hey guys, you want to go? I'm leaving. Just your last chance. It's your last chance. I mean, what I want to be happening is, all the sellers accumulating. They just keep getting a whole bunch of sales. They're like, wait, hold on, let's go. We're about to take off. They just keep like adding quietly for this little push down. Hopefully, that's the situation. What's the 3 minute looking like? Usually, I trade off the 1 and the 2 at nighttime. But the 3 minute, shoot, where is the 3 minute? That's weird. Custom 3. Okay. Get back to the 2 minute. Okay. Well, anyways, guys, I guess that's that. I mean, I think maybe I'm up like $100 from the time I got back on. I do feel like a move is about to happen here, though. I don't want to cut this thing off, and we're finally about to get something. Okay, so this higher low, I'm not liking that. Like, if we start to break past this thing again, like right here, like I'm kind of over it. Like, I need to just stay. Okay. And we need to get low. We got to get price underneath this line. Price need under here, this line. Price needs to get under this line. If price don't get under this line and continue downward like very soon, it's just going to go up really quick. So I'm going to take profit on 1 because it's taking too long. And then I'm going to add a sell right there. Just in case we do get it, we can catch that momentum. And what could happen is it could make this W come up here, stop and reject in this area. Okay, this is the rejection area here to here. Okay. can we make it more precise? There. Yeah, I think that's more precise right there. Okay. So what can happen? Okay. Blast up, gets into here. Where's my line at? Hold on. Let's do this. There we go. It gets into there. And then it flushes down to here. Okay. Let's see. Let me move that back just a tinge. There we go. Come on, man. Go down. Yeah, we broke past this now like that. And so once you get past this red and it knocks me, I'm good. I'm done. I ain't playing no more. I'm out. And I wait for the next setup. Okay, guys. I don't know what that's doing there. Yeah, it's making those baby candles. I hope it flushes right now. I hope it just says, all right, good night, red. And then flush right back down. Nope, it didn't happen like that this time. That's okay. So now that I'm not in a trade, I'm gonna wait for this next trade. Okay. And if it does reject here or here, okay, if it does reject and then come down, then I just missed the trade. But I don't want to touch it right now because I feel like, yeah, someone touch it. Whatever. I don't need that in my life. All right, let's take that out. Okay. Usually here, I mean, look, we already went 1, 2, 3. This would have been, is the fourth touch here. Usually by the fourth, it likes to power up. Yeah. There's that power up. Boom. There's that power up. Just give me that. I'll tell you whatever. I chased it some, whatever. Okay, now we're back in at a higher price, which is good. Okay, and as long as this little body right here don't stay above here, okay, then we know we're coming all the way back down. But if this little body holds this area, or maybe it goes to the red line and then jumps right back up, I mean, I could put here, okay, and get here to here if it comes here, because if it is going to go up, it's not going to go. I mean, a good power up is gonna stop right here and then go. Okay, but I don't want to do that. I want this down to come all the way back down here. Yeah. What's up, buddy?
I wanted to subscribe to your YouTube channel.
Yes, man, I need subscribers.
Yeah, but can I show, like on my iPad, can I show you, can you get me to your thing or whatever?
Of course.
Okay, let me go grab it.
Awesome, let's do it. All right, bro, master.
In Daddy's office?
Here. To be about NQ. Like all my videos. Okay, go in there and start liking all my videos.
What is the name called?
And then subscribe. Right here. Trading and right here, subscribe, bro master. Oh, you're already on there, but you need to get on yours. You need to log out of mine.
How?
Like this. You gotta go here. Tell mom to show you how to log out of mine. And then those are the videos you need to look up.
Like log out of what?
Log out of that
YouTube?
and get in yours. Noah's, yeah. Okay, guys. So, all right, trade played out how we wanted it to. So far, okay. It's not done yet. I'm glad I kind of pushed my order down and got this price. This is a good price. Okay, I mean, it's already, what, 265 or whatever. So, yeah, that's good. And then now we want to get the flush. We don't want to get back up above here. We really don't this time. Not this time. I mean, I understand going up this time. Okay, I get that. But again, if it does it again, like, this thing is going to shoot for here, honestly. And that's kind of how I see that happening if it does decide to hold one more time. But typically, like, when you're trading, the more you keep coming and boom, down, boom, down, boom, the more you keep coming down, the higher the chance you're going to end up just coming down. It just, like, keeps coming, you know. Boom, boom. Like, even here, look. With these lines, look at this. You come and you got in the lines, but then you're riding on top of them and just flying high. And then look, you start coming down, down. And then now look, you finally broke through the 50. Now you break and, get on, it just, you lose more and more. Now you're underneath the 50. Now you're trying to get above it. Can't. Now, it just keeps getting weaker and weaker and weaker. So, okay. Oh, yeah, she's already subscribed then. She's already subscribed. You need to change yours then. Go to Noah's and then subscribe under Noah's. And then also under hers, just go in there and start liking all my videos too. Like, go to all my videos and like them. Okay. Thank you, bro master. Thank you, dude. Did you do it?
Have you seen this?
Yeah, I seen that.
You mean all that time it wasn't recorded?
Yeah, I seen it.
Hi, how's everybody out?
Yeah, I seen that. All right, well, I guess that's that. I'll check back in later, guys. I'll check back in later.